Have you ever clicked buy now on something from overseas and, really stopped to think about it? How does that one little item travel from a factory halfway across the world right to your front door? Well, it's an absolutely incredible journey. And today, we're going to follow every single step. You make a few clicks, you wait a little bit, and then a package just appears. It feels a lot like magic, doesn't it? But behind that simple action is a massive, incredibly complex global system. So let's trace it, starting right from the moment you click. It really does all begin with your click. That one action triggers this huge chain reaction, kicking off a process we call international distribution. Okay, so think of international distribution as the essential bridge. Seriously, without it, all the things we want would just be stuck in factories and warehouses. It's the entire coordinated system that connects the people who make things with the people who want them, no matter where they are on the planet. To make this feel a bit more real, let's follow an electric bike on its journey. It all starts with sourcing the parts, right? Then those parts are assembled in a factory in Shenzhen. From there, it gets packed into a huge container for that long ocean voyage all the way to Vancouver. But it's not over yet, not by a long shot. That bike still has to clear customs before it can even enter a local warehouse for the final delivery to your door. That's 5 distinct steps just to get one product across the world. So what's the engine that makes this entire journey possible? What's the secret sauce? Well, it all comes down to one absolutely critical field: logistics. Logistics is the master coordinator. It's not just about moving boxes from A to B. It's about managing the entire flow of goods, services, and, this is key, information all the way from the starting point to you, the final customer. It really is the brains behind the brawn of shipping. And this quote just puts it perfectly. Logistics is both an art and a science. It's a constant puzzle, right? How do you balance speed, cost, and reliability all at once? Getting that balance just right? Well, that's the art of it. And logistics has 2 totally distinct sides. You've got inbound and outbound. So imagine a factory in Romania that's making a winter jacket. Inbound logistics is getting everything to the factory, the fabric from Taiwan, the zippers from Japan. Then outbound is the flip side, shipping that finished jacket from Romania all the way to a customer in Canada. See? Pretty simple. One brings materials in, the other sends the final product out. But once that jacket or that e-bike reaches its destination country, it pretty much hits a wall. Every single international shipment has to pass through a major checkpoint. Let's call it the customs gauntlet. Think of customs authorities as the official gatekeepers for a country. Their job is to enforce that nation's own unique rules, making sure everything coming in is safe, legal, and that all the proper taxes are paid. And trust me, their job is way bigger than just stamping a passport. They're verifying manifests, collecting taxes, and enforcing laws on everything from restricted products to counterfeits. They even inspect for things like invasive pests. It's a huge, critical responsibility. But here's the real kicker. Every country has its own rule book. What's perfectly fine import into one nation might be strictly regulated or even banned in another. And this creates a massive challenge for global trade. Take a look at this. It's a shipment of laptops. It arrives in Canada, sails right through customs without a single problem. But the exact same shipment arrives in Germany and screeches to a halt. It gets put on hold, racking up fees by the day. And why? Because the EU has specific certification rules for its lithium-ion batteries that Canada doesn't require. Just one missing piece of paperwork can halt the entire journey. So with all of these challenges, you've got shipping costs, customs headaches. You have to wonder, why do companies even bother? Well, it all comes down to a constant global balancing act. Businesses are constantly weighing the pros and cons. They're always trying to find that sweet spot, balancing the savings they get from making stuff overseas against the costs and risks of actually getting those products to your doorstep. Here is the core trade-off, right here. The benefit is obvious. Manufacturing overseas can be much cheaper, but the cost is a higher risk supply chain. You're dealing with long shipping times, totally unpredictable customs, and the extra expense of storing way more inventory just in case there are delays. So, how do companies manage this trade-off? Well, this is where smart logistics becomes the key. It's all about planning the most efficient routes, handling all that insanely complex customs paperwork, and tracking shipments in real time to manage delays before they become total disasters. It's how they build in a safety buffer for a system that's just full of uncertainty. Okay, so let's bring all of this together now. Let's connect this giant global system all the way back to that one simple click on your screen. So when you really think about it, that simple click sets off an incredible global ballet. It's this beautifully coordinated dance between suppliers, manufacturers, shippers, customs agents, and it's all choreographed by the invisible hand of logistics. So, the next time a package arrives, maybe you'll just pause for a second. When you think about the unbelievable, unseen journey it took to get there, will you see that simple cardboard box in a whole new light?